Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel again. Thank you so much for coming back again because I really appreciate it. Or if you haven't heard of me before, thank you for watching because it's just really nice to have people watching. So thank you so much everyone. So yeah, sorry for starters, sorry if this video is really low quality. My computer is deciding to rebel on me, so I can see it on my screen being really laggy and I don't know how this is going to come out, so I apologise in advance. So, on that topic, if anyone has any suggestions for good video recording equipment, then I'd really appreciate it because I don't have a clue. So yeah, today's video, I'm going to be talking about my what I got from. I went to London at the weekend as like a belated birthday treat, and I got quite a bit of stuff. Basically, I shopped till I dropped. So I'm going to show you what I bought and more specifically, I'm going to show you my London exclusive makeup that I bought that I've had my eye on for so long and I've wanted it for ages, but it's not been available anywhere else. So I'm excited. Yeah. So first thing I'm going to show you all is the clothes I bought because that's just stuff that I really like. So I'd like to show you all and recommend it before I talk about actual makeup stuff that this channel's about. So, firstly, I got a new Cyberdog t-shirt, which, if you're not aware, is a rave type electronic shop in Camden, and it's really cool. Like when you go in there, even if you're not into that kind of like cyber goth scene, they've got a really cool, like it's all really loud music, UV lighting, all the staff are like the coolest people ever. Literally every person that was in there had the coolest style and the best makeup, and that was like, you go guys. So yeah, if you're ever there, I really recommend it, and it's got a really cute little like cross type pattern on the back, and it's got the logo sewn into the sleeve as well, which is really cute. And yeah, I love Cyberdog and I love the staff and I love the like general vibe of the shop. So if you're ever in Camden, I definitely recommend going there. Even if like you don't want to buy anything, it's sort of one of those bucket list things you have to do if you're about in Camden. And it's the one with the massive sort of robot armor type thing outside, and you can't really miss it if you notice that. So yeah, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, or even if you're not, it's definitely worth having a look next time you go to London. And as well, I bought another Lazy Oaf top because I've got a problem. So this one says bad for you on it, and it's just a pink top, and it's got like cute little frills on the sleeve. And that was really, I just couldn't resist it. I'd had my eye on it for a while on the website, and then when I went into the shop and I saw it in real life, I was like, get that on my body right now. So yeah, that Lazy Oaf everything I adore. I've got two pairs of Lazy Oaf Doc Martens shoes that I am in love with, and I've got Lazy Oaf Pinafore. I just love it. And even though it is expensive, I don't mind saving up for it because it's such nice stuff, it's such good quality. And in the London store, which is in Carnaby Street, or just round the back of Carnaby Street, they've got the loveliest staff in there, and they made me feel so like welcome in the shop because obviously I'm a very socially awkward person, as you might be able to tell. So like sometimes I go in shops and the staff are a bit like standoffish, and I'm like, oh, but they're actually like the staff are so lovely. So yeah, just basically all the alternative shops in London, the staff are just lovely. And the Cyberdog t-shirt was £25, but it is really high quality and it's really nice. And the Lazy Oaf top was £34 because they take student discount, which can be like an NUS card, or sometimes you can get it on uni days, but I'm not sure whether that's a permanent thing. So I think it's 38 normally, but I got it for 34, which is quality. And on top of that, I got a patch from the Lazy Oaf store, which was £8, I think. And it's just a cute little addition that I'm going to put on my denim jacket at some point, and I can't wait to see it on there because it's just, I saw it on the website and I was like, I need it, and then I went to the shop and I was like, it's gotta happen. So yeah, they've got really like it, even though it is a clothing brand, they've got really cool like badges and patches and bags. I saw a tote bag in there and it had like a little red heart on it and it was so nice and I was like, I need it. But I'm not made of money, unfortunately. I wish I was, but I'm not. So, and last but not least, in that section, I got some Drop Dead stuff. So I got a little pin badge, which I'm not sure whether you can see in the camera, but it's a little lighter and it's got Dead written on it and it's really cute. It's a little pink lighter enamel badge, and that was £6. But I love Drop Dead stuff, and the staff were really lovely, and they let me have a little go in their photo booth, and it was completely free. The staff were like, "Oh yeah, just go on in, it's fine." And yeah, it's such a nice atmosphere in there, and they've like I go in there quite a bit every time I go to London, and they've always got sort of rotating stuff. They've got a big rack of stale stuff, and like the staff are always really helpful. So if they haven't got your size out, you just ask them, and yeah. I haven't been to the Sheffield one, unfortunately, which is the other Drop Dead store, because they've only got 2 flagship stores in the UK. Well, at all, because they're a UK-based brand. So if you end up going to Carnaby Street at any point, which that's also on, that's really nice. And it's like a little black shop. It's like very aesthetically pleasing, and I really like it. So yeah, and basically everything on Carnaby Street is really nice because they've got Cowshed, which my parents really like. They've got Skinny Dip, which have all the like phone cases that I love. I got my laptop sleeve from Skinny Dip a while back, which is very nice and shiny. So I'm a big fan of all of their stuff. You've got Lazy Oaf, Cheap Monday, one of my favourite brands. Unfortunately, this time round I couldn't afford anything, but next time I go, I had my eye on a little sort of like a crop jumper with the skeleton logo on, which I was digging. So yeah, that's definitely going to be a goer for next. So onto the stuff that you guys are probably actually here for, because this is a makeup type blog thing. I don't know what it is, but you know, it's got makeup in the title. I had my eye on, well, I went into the Too Faced shop, which is also in Carnaby Street, and they had cute little pin badges for starters before I show you the product, and I couldn't resist it, so I had to get one. And I got my hands on the Just Peachy Mattes, which is, to my knowledge, a Carnaby Street exclusive that I saw on their Instagram, because when they launched it, I saw it and I was like, I need it. And literally, I just fell in love with it straight away. And I kept my local stores, the Birmingham one, I kept going in and pestering them like, have you got it in? Have you got it in? Are you getting it in? And they were like, oh, I don't think so. And I saw that it was a Carnaby Street exclusive, and I was like, no. But luckily, I got to go. I got to buy it, and it's exactly as good as I hoped it would be. And it also has a cute little sample of eye primer for your eyeshadow, so like it helps it stay on, which is really nice because I use like a really cheap one that I got from Superdrug, but it is going to be nice to be able to try that out and see whether it's worth the money, so I'll keep you updated on that. But yeah, here's the Just Peachy Mattes palette. It's like, usually I don't really notice the packaging, but when I picked it up I thought it was really high quality, like I really noticed the quality of it, which was nice. And those are the colours. And it's probably making it look really dull on the camera because this camera is horrendous. But it's quite a lot of, there's like some nudes, some orangey toned ones. That red shade there I'm obsessed with, and it's got some like browns on that column there. And the pigment is so nice, I absolutely love it. It was £33, and even though like a lot of people think it's quite small, it's definitely worth the money because a little goes a long way with that brand. And literally, like, I did a whole sort of neutral tone smoky eye with it the other day. So I put like the red shade on, did a little bit of orange to smoke it out, did the brown in the corner, and literally it's hardly, you can't even see that I've used any of the product. And that was a really heavy makeup look, so their stuff is so worthwhile. And they do sell it all over the UK, but that palette specifically is only available in Carnaby Street. But if you like your like neutrals and orange and like sort of warm tone colours, you're really gonna like that. So I definitely recommend it. It's so worth the money. And the final thing I got on my haul is the Metal Matte Kat Von D palette. So I love the packaging because on one side when you turn it up it's got metal and on the other side it's got matte because of the way they've done the font, which I think is it's the simple things in life that that please me. And so I've been as soon as it's got announced on Trendmood or Sephora, I saw it and I was like, wow, that is me in a palette. Like it's full of there's a shade in there called Raw Power, which I have as a single Kat Von D shade, and it's sort of like a really dark metallic red, and I use it pretty much most days, and I love it so much. And when I saw this palette that had that in and really other similar colours, I was like, well, it'd be rude not to. And I saw it was only available in America, so I kept going into the Birmingham store, my local one again, and being like, are you getting it in? Do you know if you're getting it in? They probably hate me in Selfridges, but a girl's gotta do what she's gotta do. And I went to the one in Oxford Street in the massive Debenhams, which is like sort of by John Lewis and HMV. And in there, I just saw it, a big rack of them. And they've also got the basket case eyeliners, which Kat Von D did a collaboration with Billie Joe Armstrong for. And they're anti-precision smooth liners. I think that's how they're classed as. So it's basically like a waxy kind of texture, but it's very thick. So I've seen a lot of people on Instagram using looks like smoky eyes and stuff on it, which I think is really cute. And even though it'd be really thick for my like winged eyeliner that I do on a daily basis, it's still like it's a really nice eyeliner. And from someone that's really into their punk music, I think it's nice that like what's sort of considered as a mainstream brand are like collaborating and doing stuff for like people that are interested in that scene. I know Kat Von D is a very alternative brand, but still it makes me very happy. So yeah, if you want to get any stuff that you think is not available in anywhere else in the UK, it's definitely worth checking in the Oxford Street store, because I was so shocked. I literally went in and I was like, so yeah, I'll show you the palette now. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I used it. I can't stop using it. I've only had it since Saturday, and today it's Tuesday, and I've literally used at least one shade of it every day of the week. So this is the palette, and it is like if you've had any of our palettes before, you know they're like quite a high quality cardboardy type thing. Not cardboard, that sounds really bad, but it's like a papery type substance, but it's still high quality. And that is the palette. It is gorgeous. So you've got a lot of the Metal Crush not Metal Crush, that's the highlighter. Ignore me. You've got a lot of the single like metal eyeshadow shades. So you've got Raw Power, which is that red one on the end that I use extremely frequently. You've got Synergy, which is sort of quite a coppery colour. Dose, I think that's how you say it. It's got a C, not an S, so I might be saying that wrong. But that's like a very sort of vivid orange colour, which I think goes really nice with Raw Power from what I've experimented with. And it's got Flash, which is sort of like in between mustard yellow and orange, but it's really shimmery. It'd be really nice for like sort of gold going out looks. And Thunderstruck, which is a iridescent white that can double as a highlighter, and to my knowledge I think she's actually working on producing it as a highlighter in its own pan, so that'll definitely be worthwhile. And to my knowledge, all of the matte shades on the bottom are brand new shades that have been exclusively released for this palette. So you've got what am I doing? You've got Velvet, which is a sort of burgundy plum type shade, which I am obsessed with. I love it so much. You've got Oak, which in the name is sort of like a oak wood brown type colour. Suede, which is a very neutral colour, but it's got warm undertones to it. Feather, which is it's the same as Suede but with more yellow undertones. And Bone, which is a white that I'd say use it as a transition shade or sort of to highlight under the brow kind of thing. But yeah, I'm obsessed with it. I can't get enough of it. And I'm going back to London in a couple of weeks, and I'm actually genuinely worried that it's going to be all used up by then, because I cannot stop creating looks with it. I just love it so much. It's just such a nice palette, because for someone that when I wake up in the morning, I can't decide whether I want to do shimmery or matte. So when you've got all of your sort of, well, my kind of like red and orange colours all in one palette, all shimmers and all mattes, it gives you so much to work with, even though there's not that many shades there. So it is amazing, and I really recommend it. So if you happen to be in London, like I said before, that's an exclusive to my knowledge. But I'll keep you updated if it starts stocking in any of my local ones. But it is so good, so I really, really love it. So yeah, that's the Kat Von D. Thank you again for watching my video if you stuck to through the end, because I know that I'm quite awkward. So if you've stuck to the end, well done. You did a good job. So I hope you enjoyed looking at the stuff that I'd bought and learning about some of the makeup exclusives. And if you've got any more questions, then let me know. And I also forgot to mention that all the makeup I purchased is completely cruelty-free, completely vegan. So that's really good. So yeah, I think that's everything. So thank you as always for watching. Any questions, just let me know in the comments or drop me a message on Twitter or anything. I'm very friendly, I promise. So yeah, hope you all have a lovely day and I'll see you soon. Bye everyone.